Yeah, so I'm Ellie and I've been in procurement for around 2.5 years. I started the apprenticeship whilst I was working at Refreshment Systems, which is a coffee and vending business. I completed my apprenticeship there, and since finishing the apprenticeship I've moved to the co-op where I'm now the buyer for World Foods.
So it's Jemma McDonough. I'm a buyer in the construction industry. I work for BAM Construction and I've worked there now for 16 years.
So I decided that I wanted to complete the apprenticeship because, having done a business management degree, it was a really good opportunity to get some of that quite niche knowledge on things that you wouldn't necessarily have come across before, so commercial terms, negotiation, tender processes, requests for quotation, and kind of deepen those competencies and that knowledge.
One of my main worries was how I was going to juggle a full-time job with my 3-year-old and do my CIPS. We've had 2 lessons a week for the past 5 to 6 weeks. They've been fantastic. It's been great to have the lessons online. It's really the communication and the chat. With what my tutor does is still puts us in rooms to have our group discussions and little tasks that we do. So it's been amazing. I have all the terminology in my head. I can write all day long about procurement, but to discuss terminology I find really difficult. But since doing the apprentice route of CIPS, it's built my confidence because I'm applying the work. I know actually what I'm talking about. I'm not just learning a subject to remember for an exam. I'm becoming more professional in the study, basically, through doing it this way.
I think the thing that I like most about procurement is the variety. It's a lot of cross-functional working. You get to meet a lot of people in the business, get a chance to get involved with some really interesting projects that are going to make a real impact to the business that you're working in.
Obviously, buying and procurement is 2 separate things, and I think for me to highlight the importance of procurement and have the knowledge to implement it in my workplace, and be able to do that with skill, to me that's my highlight.
Working with Tara, who was my coach, so she kind of fell into a bit more of a mentoring role.
After the start of each module we get a coach call, and we explain what we've learned and how we apply it to our job, which so far I've done confidently. I think what's really good about that, if you can explain what you've done confidently, it highlights where you need to improve.
I genuinely don't think I would have finished the programme without her. I think it was her dedication to making sure that I completed it and saw it through, that the time and the effort that she put in was just so valuable.
Without that, I think you kind of lose sight of what you've learned in class, and you apply it better. Once you spoke to your coach and you've discussed that subject, it kind of doesn't leave you then.
You're taking what you're learning and applying it and seeing the benefits of your learning kind of come to fruition. So it really did kind of touch on every aspect of my role, and my learning was really helpful.
I get so much support. There's so many people I can speak to.
The support that I had from Tara, like I said, was completely invaluable, and she definitely has been a great help. She's a great asset to the team there. Her enthusiasm and just willingness to get involved and give up her time to really help support your learning and make sure that you're comfortable along the journey.
The best route is to do it as an apprenticeship, and you will get a lot more out of it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, and I already have.